Man and Machine is brought to you by Highflex Mobile Hose Service, Shannons Insurance for Motoring Enthusiasts, and the following sponsors.
Yeah, baby! Welcome back to Man and Machine. We're at Winton Motor Raceway. We're here with the Vintage Racing Services team. They're testing some of Australia's fastest historic race cars out of their stable. Let's go and check them out.
When it comes to success in motorsport, nothing beats research and development and racetrack testing. And it's no different for historic touring cars. Every last horsepower and every tenth of a second can mean the difference between winning and losing. Not long ago, we visited Craig Smith from Vintage Racing Services and checked out some of the amazing cars that he prepares within his stable. When he recently called us up and told us we could test some of those epic muscle cars, we jumped at it. So let's check out these angry machines.
The Vintage Racing Services team have told me to suit up. That means it's time to drive. And who am I to argue? I'm about to test one of the early Mustangs in their stable. This beautiful little 65 coupe here owned by Al Shearer. It's powered by a 500 plus horsepower 289, backed by a top loader and 9-inch rear end. In fact, it's based on the 289 K-Code 271 horsepower platform back in the day. So it makes a real rocket ship with a little bit of modern technology pumped into the engine and some of the modifications that are allowed to be done in this Group N historic class. Back in the day, Norm Beachy was one of the first people to bring a Mustang out in Australia and race it against the likes of Jaguars, E.H. Holdens and early model Valiants. Boy, did he give those guys a surprise. Absolutely blitzed them, and no wonder. These engines are an absolute little powerhouse. And with some of the freedoms we've got today, you can do a lot more with them, but you've still got to use the old school brakes and suspension package, but enhance them to make them work. So it's keeping that old school look and feel, the old school technology with what's been learned over the last 30 or 40 years to make these things absolutely fly. Well, here we go. I'm about to drive one of the angriest little early historic racing Mustangs in the country. Let's hear this little 289 scream. Sit tight and enjoy the ride. And I'm loving it! Very twitchy part of the track here, the old sweeper. Gotta be careful. Transfers a lot of weight about here. Get very sideways. Back down to second gear. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Love this track too. First time I drove here, I was 14 years old. Brakes are unbelievable. She's tailing. Into the car. Not too crazy. Look after Elle's car. Look after it, Glennie. It's not yours. I wish it was. Love it. Time to let it cool down. You know, you can see why when Norm Beachy hit the scene here in Australia with the Mustang, and then others followed, Jane, Gagan and more, you can see why they just annihilated everything. Nothing would get near this thing, nothing in the day. Yes, of course, there's a little bit more modern technology in this car when it comes to engine build. Craig Smith from Vintage Racing Services has done an amazing job on achieving over 500 horsepower out of this little 289.
Coming up, we show you how to get your car's paint looking spectacular. And later, I get to live my childhood dream and drive the ultimate track car.
Hi-Flex Mobile Hose Service, your complete hose breakdown and on-site service partner. Hi-Flex Mobile Hose Service offers a complete range of quality guaranteed hydraulic and industrial hose and fittings products. We also specialise in preventative maintenance programs such as on-site hose condition auditing, testing and compliance. With our national fleet of qualified technicians, you can rely on Hi-Flex Mobile Hose Services' rapid response to all of your needs. Call 1300 Hi-Flex, 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Shannons Club, a hub for motoring enthusiasts. So join, create your own garage, share pics, videos and stories of your current and past machines, connect with other enthusiasts. Be sure to watch Shannons Club TV with a host of dedicated motoring channels, including past episodes of Man and Machine. So jump on board with Shannons Club. I'll see you on there.
It's time for some car detailing and time to check out some of the Adams Premium Car Care range. Let's take a look. Well, it's wash time, and for anyone that owns a black car like this one behind me here, you'll know that that happens more often than not. Black is an absolute nightmare to keep clean. We've got some great Adams products here, and one of my favourites here for a long time has been this, my secret weapon, this grit guard. It captures and collects all the grit that comes off your car and grime, sits right in the bottom of that bucket. You know what that means? You're not introducing dirt back into the car, contaminating the paint and creating swirls. Another favourite of mine is this here. The days of the good old sponge I think are just about over. And this Adams car wash pad gets into all nooks and crannies and is very kind to your paint. Then of course, we've got Adams Car Shampoo. It's pH neutral, it lubricates, it has high volume suds and is very easy on your vehicle's paint. Today we're going to use the 2 bucket wash method. This also ensures that we're not reintroducing all of that grime back into your paint and creating those ugly little scratches. Now, before you wash the vehicle, always rinse it first, preferably with a high pressure washer, just like this one here. One thing I like to do is, with the wash pad, is rotate it on a regular basis. But not for too long, mind you. You want to rinse it out and get rid of that grit. So straight into the second bucket, rinse it out, back into your nice fresh clean bucket with the grit guard, and reintroduce it back on the car again. Move over chamois of old. Today is the era of the microfiber drying cloth. And Adams have a great range too. But what about those situations where you've been to a car show, a little bit of dust has got on the car when it's been sitting out in the open, but it's not super duper dirty? What, do you wash the whole car again? No, this is your solution. Adams waterless wash and the waterless wash drying towel. So we spray it on like this. We use the drying towel. It's specially formulated with cleaners and lubricants, and this towel picks up all that scum. It's amazing. Have a look at that. Look at the finish on the paint. Not one scratch, not one scuff. Ready to take to your local show. You might say, clay bar, what's that? What are you going to do with clay on a vehicle? Well, this is what we use to prepare the paint before any paint correction. It creates a perfectly smooth and beautiful surface, removes all road grime and fallout. So to start, we remove a piece of the Adams clay. Most importantly, we use the detail spray first. This actually lubricates the paint surface. The thing I like about the Adams clay bar, it's soft, so it doesn't mar the paint. Now, after you've run the clay bar over the paint surface, you wipe it off and dry it with a microfiber drying cloth across the surface, and it is just so smooth. It's like glass. Well, here's another car we prepared earlier. She's been washed, clay barred, and she's ready for action. The paint on this car is already in very good condition, so we don't need to do any extensive paint correction, more so enhancement. So let's get into it and get this baby gleaming. Well, here's two products I'm in love with, Adams Brilliant Glaze and their Wax and Glaze applicator here. This gets absolutely spectacular results, and I'm going to show you how. So what we do is we place a small amount of the Brilliant Glaze on this applicator here, and then we work it onto the paint surface, creating a nice thin film. I've used many products over the years and I thought I'd seen some good ones, but this one here will outshine just about anything I've ever used. It'll blow you away. It's important to spread it evenly across the whole panel surface and do one panel at a time, preferably. Well, the Brilliant Glaze is now set. It's time to buff it by hand with this spectacular Adams Blue Borderless Towel. Have a look at the shine. It is just like a mirror. After 6 years of detailing full time, I've seen all the claims, but this one works. Incredible. Well, now we've brought out the big guns. You've seen the results of the Brilliant Glaze. Over the top of that, we're going to apply this, the Adams Premium Canuba Paste Wax. It's an amazing product. In fact, what this is going to do is it's going to seal up what we've done, protect it for the long term, and also create more depth and even better shine and look. This Premium Canuba Paste Wax has a series of natural exotic ingredients that generate the results that we're about to see here right now. And if you have a look at it here, it is amazingly thick and hard. It's almost candle-like. So it's not like any other product I've ever seen before in that area. Once again, like the rest of the Adams products, the less is more formula applies here. You can almost hear the paint surface saying, thank you. You don't need to pack it on. A nice thin layer across the top works perfectly. So our wax is now set and dry and ready to buff off by hand with this blue borderless towel here. So here we go. Absolutely mind-blowing. That's why I love Adams products so much. It's not sales talk, it's a genuine passion because it works. I could look at that all day. My interest and passion for Adams Premium Car Care started back around about 7 years ago. I got out of the automotive performance industry and decided to start up my own car detailing business. In the pursuit of perfection and state-of-the-art products, I actually started looking online, and I found that several people over in the USA were very passionate about Adams. And some of the results they were getting were staggering. But at that point in time, back then you could only get it directly out of the US. I'm happy to say that my passion continues, and now it is available in Australia, and it has been so for the last 2 years. And I'm sure you'll agree it's an unbelievable product, and you can see why I love it so much. Now, if you think you'd like to try some of Adams Premium Car Care products, jump on their website. There's an Adams Essentials giveaway pack to a lucky viewer. Jump on there, enter the comp, get in touch with me and let me know what you think of the products. I think you'll be blown away just like I was.
Stay tuned, because after this we drive another iconic track weapon.
Hi, I'm Dennis. This is my 32 and I run Aeroflow.
Hi, I'm Paul. This is my Attack 56 and I use Aeroflow.
I'm Scott. This is Blown Inheritance. Makes 1,700 horsepower and we depend on Aeroflow.
Hi, I'm Graham Cowan. For race-winning performance, I choose Aeroflow. Aeroflow, way to go.
Aeroflow, manufacturers of professional hose, fittings and a whole range of performance products to suit your vehicle. To download the latest Aeroflow catalogue, go to aeroflowperformance.com. Proud supporters of the Aeroflow Outlaw Nitro Funny Cars.
Damn, there's just no room under here.
There's no need to do this anymore when you can buy a Tough Lift hoist starting from only $24.50. With over 20 models in their range, including 2-post, 4-post, scissor lift, motorcycle and truck. They're great for storage too. All Tough Lift hoists have Australian standard certification and WorkSafe design registration. With an impressive warranty, in-house technical support and installation options Australia-wide, what are you waiting for? Check out toughlift.com.au.
I love my Tough Lift.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Kruger from On Track Accounts. Not only am I a racing fan, but I love my motorsport at every level. If you're a car enthusiast like me, come in and have a chat about your business accounts, BAS lodgements or getting your personal tax ready. We're a small but dedicated team of enthusiasts and we like nothing more than getting your accounts back on track. Find us at ontrackaccounts.com.au.
Now things are hotting up. We get to drive the flagship of the vintage racing services fleet. This beautiful 69 fastback Mustang here that belongs to Darrell Hanson. It's actually one of the quickest group and historic races in the country. Its 351 Windsor makes 618 insane horsepower. It revs to 8,000 RPM. Backed by a top loader and a 9-inch, this thing is bulletproof. Now there's a lot of history with these 69 fastbacks, with people like Alan Moffat behind the wheel in the Australian Touring Car Championship and a lot of success overseas in the Trans Am Championship. In fact, Alan Moffat's Mustang was one of the most winningest Mustangs in all-time history worldwide, an epic piece of machinery. Now I get to sample something just like it in this baby here. Let's get in it and give it heaps. Well, it's time to drive my all-time favourite car, 69 fastback Mustang. Let's do it! The 69 fastback Mustang. With people like Alan Moffat behind the wheel back in the day, the 69 fastback Boss Mustang was one of the most winningest cars in all-time history when it comes to the Mustang. Amazing piece of machinery, and no wonder. These things look like they're going fast, even when they're standing still. punch this thing's got, the torque. You just step on the throttle and she just wants to light up the tyres. Yeah, baby, this is living.
Honey, what are you doing out there?
Waiting on the next Super Blowout 3-day only mega sale.
You don't need a sale, you need MPD.
NPD's everyday prices are competitive, and our huge in-stock inventory and dedicated export department allows orders to arrive fast to Australia. National Parts Depot has quality parts for Mustang, Camaro, Chevelle, GTO, Firebird, Ford, and Chevy truck. Go online or email export@npdlink.com.
Working beats waiting.
A tough car needs a tough oil, and that's when you need Gulf Western Oil. It's Australian-owned, developed and manufactured in their state-of-the-art production facility. So no matter what you drive, you can be assured you're in the right hands for all your lubrication needs. Gulf Western Oil, the tough Australian. Precision. Gotta be so precise with this car. So precise. She's a razor sharp weapon. The power and the torque this thing's got, its ability to light the tyres up on demand at speed is incredible. Just like that. You've got to feed the power in to get this thing to hook up. Does a good job though, mind you. Damn it! I'm really upset. You know why? Because I have to take it back now. Wow. Once in a lifetime opportunity to drive such a car. And it's happened for me here today. The problem is I can do 100 laps in this car and it seems like it'd do it too. Time to let it cool down now and take it back in. Temp's looking good, oil pressure's looking good. This thing's bulletproof. Well, what a fantastic day it's been here for me at Winton Motor Raceway. I've got to drive two epic historic touring cars prepared by Vintage Racing Services.
the 65 right through to the iconic 69 shape. Amazing experience. All I can think about now is how do I get back out on this racetrack. I had an absolute ball. Anyway, we'll see you next time on Man and Machine.
Next episode on Man and Machine, we check out a fantastic little Holden collection. Low mileage collectibles, hot street cars, even race cars, this one's got the lot. I even get to test drive an epic little giant killer. So Holden fans and all car fans alike, don't miss this one, it's gonna be great. Man and Machine is brought to you by Highflex Mobile Hose Service, Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts, and the following sponsors.